Well, indeed, love is in the air. Now, of course, if you feel like spreading some extra love, you might take some tips from Samsung celebrity chef Reuben Riffell, who gets cooking in the kitchen and shares his lamb recipe for a delicious yogurt-marinated grilled leg of lamb. And we also find out the very special story behind this recipe. Celebrity Samsung chef Reuben Riffell may be a master of fine dining, but he's a dab hand at the braai. His take on a truly South African traditional meal is packed with flavor and easy to prepare.
Now, my grandfather used to have a small herd of goats and pigs. Now, the deal was that the family would fund him, and then in turn, they would all share in the meat. Now, occasionally, he would also have lamb. And my aunt, I remember, used to prepare it the same way as she used to prepare the goat meat. And this dish used to be served especially around festive times. And I remember I was always very excited to get that leftover lamb on my school bread that following Monday. Now, when it comes to lamb, especially a beautiful leg of lamb like this, the most important thing is to protect that delicate flavor. Now, yes, you can roast or braai the lamb as it is, but I find to enhance that flavor even more, a really great marinade does just the trick. I'm probably wondering why I'm coming to my microwave for my marinade. Have a look at this. Now, this Samsung Smart Microwave Oven's got a high-tech fermentation function which allows you to make your own yogurt. Now, this is perfect for my marinade. Just need to cool it down. But luckily I've made some yogurt earlier and it's now perfectly cooled down.
The yogurt serves as an important function in the marinade by tenderizing the meat as well as providing moisture, so it's juicy and retains the flavor.
So now that I've got my yogurt, I can start making my marinade.
Start by placing rosemary leaves, lemon and lime juice and garlic in a bowl which forms the flavor base for the lamb marinade.
And now when it comes to adding salt, you definitely have to add more than what you think you'd need. Normally people undersalt, but for this marinade you need a little bit more salt. Obviously salt also brings out the flavor, and once all that juices comes to the top while it's on the braai, it will start to caramelize, and that's what gives all that delicious flavor. And finally, my lovely yogurt.
Add half a cup of yogurt to the other ingredients and mix well. Next, place the whole leg of lamb inside a clean plastic storage bag and add the marinade for a no-mess, no-fuss method of coating the meat.
Just make sure that the lamb's completely covered with the marinade. And there's a reason why I use the bags. This is probably the most effective way of marinating. The great thing is that you actually need less marinade, and by doing it in a bag, the marinade is in constant contact with the meat. Now, this lamb's gonna go into the fridge. If you're planning to do a Sunday braai, it's best you do this the night before.
Before cooking, remove the lamb from the fridge and allow it to come to room temperature before scraping off the marinade.
Wow, now that looks great. I've actually removed some of the marinade as I want direct contact between the meat and the grid. Normally when I'm cooking with lamb, especially big cuts like leg of lamb, I start out with a higher temperature to get some coloring on there, and then I remove some of the coals. I'm looking for medium rare, and that just needs to go a little bit longer. Now that's my beautiful marinated leg of lamb straight off the braai. And it smells amazing. I can't wait to tuck into that. I'm serving it with some roasted potatoes and some beautiful vegetables. Sunday lunch for the family is served.
To get the recipe for Reuben's yogurt-marinated grilled leg of lamb, SMS the keyword Samsung to 47490.
Every great recipe has a story. Tell us yours, and if we like it, we'll cook it. Enter today by visiting theloveoffood.co.za.
Now you can share your own recipe and the story behind it, and we could be cooking it. In fact, here's your chance to win. You can go to loveoffood.co.za and you could be one of 6 people who win their share to 300,000 rands worth of Samsung products. So go right there right now. It's loveoffood.co.za. But earlier on we mentioned those sticky barbecue chicken thighs, and they're about to cook themselves. So Graham, where you at, sucker fool?